Bonjour, good morning. In the last video, we have seen verbs which take avoir in the auxiliary. In this video, we shall concentrate on verbs which will take être in the auxiliary. Now, what type of verbs would take être in the auxiliary? All reflexive and all intransitive verbs will take être in the auxiliary. So, also, we know that the past participles of those verbs which take être in the auxiliary will have to agree in number and gender to the noun or to the subject pronoun with which they are conjugated. Now let us see a few examples. The first example, elle restait chez elle. She to stay at her house. The given verb is the verb rester. Now rester is an ER verb and therefore the past participle would end in E acute. But rester is also an intransitive verb. Therefore, rester would take être in the auxiliary. So your passe composé would be elle est restée, and now since the subject pronoun elle is feminine singular, we would have to add an additional e to the past participle to make the agreement. So elle est restée chez elle. The second example, nous partir pour la France. We to go to France. The given verb here is the verb partir. Now partir is also an intransitive verb. Partir is an intransitive verb. Therefore, partir would take être in the auxiliary. And être, when conjugated with nous in the present tense, we have nous sommes. And the past participle of partir is parti. Parti now has to be in agreement with nous, which is the subject pronoun, masculine plural. So we have to add an S to the past participle. Coming to the example of reflexive verbs, we have elle se laver, she to wash herself. So we see the given verb is se laver and it is conjugated with elle. Now se coming before an infinitive tells us that the verb is reflexive. Therefore, when it is conjugated, when reflexive verbs are conjugated in the passé composé, they would take être in the auxiliary. Elle, S apostrophe, A, lave with an extra E because the subject pronoun is feminine singular. Now SE will become S apostrophe before vowels. I already told you this in my previous video. When you have il or l, this se will also become s apostrophe as the reflexive pronoun. That is why se now becomes s apostrophe as the reflexive pronoun here. The second example is il s'habiller, they to dress. Now il is masculine plural. S'habiller is a reflexive verb. It has se, in this case s apostrophe in front of it. Habiller begins with a silent h, therefore s apostrophe. So when you conjugate it in the passé composé, it would take être in the auxiliary. So ils se sont, s apostrophe will become se because sont does not begin with a vowel and it begins with a consonant. So ils se sont habillés, H-A-B-I-L-L-E acute, which is the past participle for habillé, and we have to add an S because the subject pronoun is masculine plural. I hope you would have understood the passé composé by this. Thank you.